Hey, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel where we talk all about gentle skincare, sometimes self-care, and today we're talking the best-selling toners at Yesstyle. So recently I was browsing through Yesstyle and they had published their best-selling skincare mid-year for 2024. Can you believe we're in the middle already, halfway over with 2024? So this is a roundup of some of the skincare that has been selling the fastest and the best at Yesstyle for 2024. And I was really intrigued by this toner list. There were some surprises, some that I wasn't surprised to see, but I didn't necessarily care to see on the list, and some definitely goodies in here too. So I thought I would share this list with you because I have tried all of the toners here on the list and give you my opinions about whether I think that these are worth it to be the best sellers or not. So if you're so ready, give the video a big thumbs up and let's dive into that list. So first up, Anua Heartleaf Soothing Toner. This is meant to be a hydrating, soothing type of toner for your skin, but it does focus in on a really good amount of heart leaf. Now, this is an extract that is also known as Hutainia cordata extract. That's how you're going to see it on the ingredients list. So they're using 77%. Now that's definitely going to include a lot of water and things like that, right? It's not a pure 77% extract, right? So they are using this extract, which is really good to soothe inflammation. So it definitely has a calming effect on the skin. But where this extract shines, in my personal experience and opinion, is with acne, because its ability to reduce inflammation and redness and soothe the skin, make it particularly good for calming down breakouts and acne. One thing I did notice is they are using sugarcane extract and they're using a couple of different fruit extracts. Now in formulation, sometimes sugarcane along with some other fruit extracts can create a mild skin cell turnover benefit for the skin. I don't even want to use the word exfoliation because it's not quite fully there, if you know what I mean. It's not like chemical exfoliation, but there is just a little bit, just a tiny clarifying effect with these types of ingredients. And so I think along with the heart leaf, you're going to see a little bit of that when you use this toner. I personally have used this toner and liked it. It's not my most favorite one. If I was making a top 10 video, it would not be in here. It's fine. I do think it is a nice formula, and I think it's going to be very beneficial for very oily skin, and those who do suffer with acne, I think will see the most benefit from this. However, if you have dehydrated skin, if you need your toner to bring a ton of deep replenishing hydration to plump your skin up, right, with a lot of hydration, you're not going to get that from this toner. It's a very thin, very watery, quickly absorbed type of toner, but it just doesn't have that burst of plump juiciness deep within the skin. It's very thin. I'm from Rice Toner. My mom, like, I got her turned on to this part. She loves it. She's always like, do you have that rice water? Do you have that rice toner? Or she'll be like, oh, winter's coming, I got to get my rice toner. She loves this. It really is more rice water-like than like a creamy type of toner. So it actually has a much wider audience of skin types that I think that it could suit because it is so watery. It is quickly absorbed into the skin, and there is just this little bit of rice moisture. And if you have experienced rice moisture, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the ability to just kind of like soothe and comfort the areas of your face that feel dry without feeling like greasy. This absorbs deep. It has that really beautiful skin conditioning, skin softening effect, that little moisturizing effect, but it doesn't have a heaviness. It doesn't have a greasiness. It's not a rich ingredient. And so I think that this is actually a toner that would work for a lot of different skin types. Definitely combination skin will like this. I think some oily folks will enjoy this if you just want a little bit of that soothing rice moisture in your routine. Again, it's not a heavy type of moisture, but there is moisture here. If you have very dry skin, and I think the very first time I tried this, my skin was quite dry. I was disappointed because I wanted it to bring more to my skin. So please remember that this really does sit in the little bit of the more light to medium moisture category than more rich and creamy. TirTir Milk Skin Toner. I don't have a ton of love for this this product. I don't think it's a bad product by any means, and I do actually have a review on this product from just a few months ago. Earlier in 2024, I tried this as well as the Milk Ceramic Ampule from TirTir. It is a product that is something that falls a lot more into that more moisturizing, milky, creamy type of toner category than the I'm from Rice. Remember, I was telling you it's not quite that. This is a lot more like that. It's a lot more rich. And that's, I think, what really confused me about this product, because it is almost a little thick. It's almost just a little greasy on the skin. There's something about this toner that my skin just doesn't really like, and I enjoy a lot of moisture, but I just find that it's a little bit too rich at the surface for me. I feel like it kind of dives into my skin at like a medium level, and then a lot of the moisture doesn't get deep into my skin, where I want my particular moisture, right? But it sits a little bit more on top, and it really feels like more of a truly dry skin type of product than like definitely not for oily skin in my opinion. And I don't know about combination skin, it depends. But it just felt heavy for me. It just wasn't super duper pleasant. I also found this to be a tiny bit irritating for my skin. I do have sensitive skin. There are a few extracts in here that can sometimes pose issues, witch hazel for one, as well as there's like some peppermint extract in here. Just a few things that can make you a little bit itchy if you are sensitive to them. And I do think a lot of folks have been disappointed by this product, because I think sometimes it's not fully presented as probably being more for dry skin than anything else. And I wanted to quickly mention this is a product that a lot of people claim give them beautiful, glassy, glowy skin, and I just think that that's not true. I didn't get any kind of like beautiful dew or shine from this product, and I work hard on my dew, and this was definitely not a product that contributed to that at all in my personal experience, my personal opinion, my individual skin. I want to be very clear, I'm not here to dunk on anybody's like experience, but for me, I'm just surprised about the popularity. It's just not my favorite. Beauty of Joseon Ginseng Essence Water. Now this is a goodie. I really enjoy this one, and I've used multiple bottles of this. I'm happy to bring this into my skincare routine. This is a really nice one because, you know, it is called like an essence, but I do believe that it has the hydration of a toner, right? And it has like the skincare benefits of an essence. So it is a really liquidy, fluidy type of toner. Really beautiful absorbency. It has some really nice hydration that gets deeper into the skin. They are using ginseng, which is a really great antioxidant. I also find ginseng, if you do have a little bit of like redness, I do feel like ginseng helps to bring like that natural redness down. It is an anti-inflammatory ingredient. They've paired it with 2% of niacinamide, which is a good amount not only for bringing like a really beautiful brightness to the skin. It can be good for hyperpigmentation and dark marks, but it's also a good amount to help support your skin's moisture barrier too, which is what helps your skin hold on to hydration and really is the root of healthy and beautiful looking skin. So niacinamide, 2% here, a good effective clinical amount of niacinamide. Ginseng, really nice hydrating, but still really light, not overwhelming, that sticky or tacky type of texture. I think it's just fantastic. If you've ever been looking to streamline your routine, but you do like having a little bit more of like a watery essence and a hydrating toner and then some other steps too, this could actually kind of double up. Whenever I am working out in the middle of the day, I do like to wash my face before I work out when I have lots of sunscreen on, because if I sweat with a lot of sunscreen, I'm usually going to break out. So I'll do a really simple skincare routine before I work out, and usually what I'll do is I'll wash my face, I'll put on a layer of this, and then just put on moisturizer and go. And it really makes my skin feel really, really nice and balanced for being just one little product, right? Haruharu Black Rice Hyaluronic Toner fragrance-free version. And I was so happy to see the fragrance-free version. And Haruharu, they first came out with this toner with a fragranced version. And I was like, can't use it. Everyone's like, this toner is awesome. I was like, can't use it. And then they came out with the exact same formula. They just took the fragrance out. And that's what this toner is. And I was like, I can use this. For being hyaluronic acid based, and we're going to talk about another toner that is similar to this as far as like hyaluronic acid and has a very different texture. This one actually does not have that thick gel-like texture that I would imagine a hyaluronic acid heavy type of product would have. It actually is like it has a plumpness, it has a body, but it's a very fluidy toner. It's not a thick gel-like toner. And then when you get this on your skin, it really does have really nice absorbency. It doesn't sit on top of your skin, but that kind of plumpness, that little bit of body that you see in the texture gets deeper into your skin and just kind of plumps out your skin. It feels really nice, breathable, lightweight, not overwhelming, not thick, not moisturizing. Sometimes hyaluronic acid feels moisturizing, right? This feels very, very watery, very, very light, breathable. Something if you wanted to put a couple layers on, I think you could do without it feeling too thick on the skin. I don't find this to have like a tacky, sticky finish at the top either. I think it's just like a really nice, pretty simple, but a pretty nice example of a toner with a little bit more body that will give you a little bit of that kind of bouncy, plump kind of skin. Cosrx AHA BHA Clarifying Treatment Toner. This was a surprising addition to the bestseller list because I have not heard about this product in at least 6 years. This is definitely a product that I have used. This was something that was popular and that I used like in the mid-20 teens. This is an old school K-beauty product at this point. In the blogging days, this was very popular and always touted as something very gentle. And then I think it kind of got this bad rap for being kind of shady because they're like, well, it says it has AHA and BHA in it, but does it really? Turn over and read the ingredients list. This was one of the first products that I think suffered from like hyper vigilance from the skincare community because it says AHA, BHA, and our Western tuned minds think glycolic acid, salicylic acid, right? When you turn over the bottle and look at the ingredients list, the first things you're going to see are like willow bark extract and apple extract. You're like, wait a second. Willow bark is a natural salicylate. It's not like a gentler version of salicylic acid. It's not even quite in that degree of salicylic acid, but it is kind of in the family tree. It's like a third, fourth, fifth cousin of salicylic acid. But I do, I have used this ingredient and it does have like a really nice, very gentle clarifying effect. Apple extract is sometimes touted as a natural fruit-based AHA. It can have a little bit of a clarifying effect at the top of the skin like AHA would, but it's not really, again, really exfoliating your skin in that way. It might be a little bit brightening, but again, is it technically AHA? Not really. As we look further down the list, we do see glycolic acid. That is for sure AHA, but the big criticism is that it's lower on the list, so we don't really know that it's a meaningful amount of glycolic acid. And then we have betaine salicylate, which unlike willow bark extract is a little bit closer to salicylic acid in the salicylate like family tree, if you will. It's about 2 times gentler is how it is has been studied. Its effects are about 2 times gentler than salicylic acid. It is a very gentle product. Yeah, it's not as potent as the name may have promised. But that being said, as I was looking back at this and kind of refreshing my memory about what this product was, I was like, no, it makes sense that this is actually still popular and that people still are buying this because we need space in the skincare world for gentle, introductory, beginner products to AHAs and BHAs, right? We need that for somebody who is smartly starting off their skincare journey and starting low and slow with AHA and BHA. This is a good way to get a little bit of both without feeling tempted to like go out and get one thing of glycolic acid, one thing of salicylic acid, and trying to put it all on your face at once, and then what, you end up with a broken moisture barrier, right? It's a smart product for that. And I know some folks even use this as a booster in addition to those types of ingredients in the same skincare routine. So kind of reassessing this, right? Like looking back at the history, I was like surprised to see it here. Wasn't my favorite personally when I was using it. I haven't really found a use for it since then. However, I can appreciate why other folks like this, and that's the thing about skincare. I think as you go further in your journey, you start to really appreciate other people's experiences, even if they're not your own, right? Some by me, AHA, BHA, PHA, 30 Days Miracle Toner. It is a really interesting exfoliating toner that shares shares a lot in common with the Cosrx product, quite honestly. This is another one where the name promises some things and our brain fills in the gaps, but when you look at the ingredients list, there's a bit of a disconnect there. So they are using lactobionic acid, which is a form of PHA. So what are PHAs? PHAs are considered new generation AHAs. There's going to be a lot of these acronyms, right? So AHAs are chemical exfoliants that work on the top of the skin, and they're particularly good for addressing textural irregularities, a little flaky skin, a little bit of like a texture at the top pores, dull looking skin. So PHAs do what I just said, like AHAs do, but they're considered new generation or maybe even better because they're not as irritating to the skin. Sensitive skin folks generally can tolerate PHAs better than they can an AHA like glycolic acid, say. And my personal experience using those two ingredients does match up to that. PHA is a lot more gentle for me while still giving very nice benefits. And the other kind of better part about PHAs is that it doesn't make your skin as sensitive to the sun. You're not as photosensitive. So that's definitely a nice goodie. So we do have PHA here with lactobionic acid. We do have BHA here in the form of, finally, salicylic acid. I feel like I've been talking about a lot of the different ways that BHA can be used with different ingredients than salicylic acid, but straight up salicylic acid here. That's the chemical exfoliant that you want, as I mentioned, for the deeper down congestion and breakouts and pimples, because BHA, salicylic acid, is oil soluble. So it actually exfoliates deep in your pore lining instead of on top of your skin. Confused though, because I'm like, where's the AHA? So like we have PHA, right? We have BHA, but where straight up is the AHA? Where's the glycolic? Where's the lactic? Where's the mandelic? I'm not seeing it here. Are they assuming that we get overlapping AHA and PHA benefits technically through lactobionic acid? Not really sure. They are also using papaya fruit extract. Now that is technically considered a fruit AHA, or like a fruit enzyme type of ingredient that does have some like skin cell turnover, skin resurfacing, very, very gentle types of effects at the top of your skin. And so I do often see that ingredient kind of subbing in for like AHA like benefits, but natural and gentle. It's not technically an AHA though. A few other ingredients I wanted to mention. They do have some witch hazel in here as well as tea tree water. These are ingredients that are often used for acne prone skin. And I think that that's really the focus of this toner. It really is for those who are suffering with breakouts. And then they are also using peppermint essential oil. And that's where I draw the line. And I'm like, I cannot with this ingredient. Why is this here? Essential oils really, aside from a handful of few, peppermint oil not being one of them, they really don't have benefits for the skin. They're there for fragrance, right? For fragrant purposes. With the peppermint oil, is that there for a little warming, tingling kind of sensation on the skin that kind of psychologically makes us think the product's working? Yeah, it's not. If you are experiencing some tingling, it's probably not a good thing. So I don't like this product. Round Lab 1025 Dokdo Toner. This is one of my personal favorites, like my personal best. I was gonna say my bestseller, but like it's like my best bought. I buy it the most, right? Definitely one of the toners that I've purchased many bottles of and have used in my personal rotation of hydrating toners. And we've talked a lot about exfoliating toners. This is not an exfoliating toner at all. Some of the marketing suggests that sugarcane can help to exfoliate the skin, and yes, technically, and we've kind of already talked about that already. However, sugarcane does really need to be in combination with some of those fruit extracts to even give you like a modicum of that very, very gentle like skin cell turnover, like hey, skin cell, maybe turnover. It's not exfoliation, right? And that ingredient, those fruit ingredients aren't present here in the formula. We just have sugarcane. I have very sensitive skin. As I said, I cannot handle a lot of exfoliation, and I can use this toner layered up 2-3 times on my skin, morning and nighttime, day in, day out, no irritation. This does not exfoliate your skin, so don't fall for the marketing. I don't know why they're banking on that. It doesn't do that. What it does is it actually really deeply hydrates your skin without overwhelming it. It feels so replenishing, so refreshing, really amazing absorbency. And because it's so watery, it doesn't have like a stickiness or a tackiness to it. It doesn't leave like any kind of finish on top of your skin. It just gets deep in there and really makes your skin feel like, soothed and replenished. Hada Labo Gokujyun Premium Lotion. Now this is actually a J Beauty product. Lotion. Let's address that word. Lotion in J Beauty actually means toner. It doesn't mean like creamy lotion, like a moisturizer. It doesn't mean that. It actually means toner. I know. It took me a minute to like get my mind on board with that when I was first discovering and exploring J Beauty products many years ago. So this is meant to be like a toner essence-y type of product that you put on after cleansing your face, but before your moisturizers and before your serums. This is, as I mentioned, hyaluronic acid can sometimes have more of a gel-like, very thick kind of feel to it, and sometimes feel a little moisturizing on the skin. That's exactly what this is. And that definitely has its place in the skincare world. This is a very plump, very juicy, like I said, almost bouncy and gel-like, but still runny, very good absorbency into the skin. And the amount of like watery hydration and that hyaluronic acid that actually makes your skin feel really soft and slightly moisturized. It's very interesting because you get that watery sensation deep in your skin and then that little bit of moisture. It's not greasy, it's not oil based, right? But it just feels like it just kind of balances out your skin and hugs that deep, plump, gel-like hydration deep into your skin. It really locks it in place. I'm thinking combination skin, dry skin folks are really going to enjoy this one. If you're oily, they have the non-premium version. It's just the Gokujyun line. It's like blue. It's a lighter version. The premium is a little bit more oofed up with more hyaluronic acid. It is a little bit more for drier skin folks. So if you have oily skin, you may not want the gold version. Look for the blue version. Cosrx Full Fit Propolis Synergy Toner. Now this is another one I was really pleasantly surprised to find on the list because it's one that I've enjoyed quite a bit. Now propolis is one of my favorite ingredients. It has some really great benefits. It's great for reducing inflammation, redness. It has some wound healing properties to it, making it particularly good for acne prone skin. But it's also an ingredient that really brings that healthy, lit from within, bright glow to the skin. And I'm not talking glow like shine on top of your skin. I'm talking about a true, meaningful, lit from within, healthy radiance to the skin. Like you ate all your vegetables kind of radiance, right? Not just a shiny. I think we mistake that glowy is not just a shine on top of our skin. It's about how our complexion looks from within as well. It's everything that comes together. It's that healthiness. And propolis is one of those ingredients that I think can kind of like tease that out of our skin a little bit so it looks a little bit more bright, right? So a really great ingredient overall. There is some honey extract in here as well. I do find that this is a really interesting toner that mixes a good amount of plumping hydration, watery, right? Hydration, that's what I mean when I say hydration, and just a kiss of moisture. It's not rich, it's not greasy, but it's just a kiss of balancing moisture, but it's so much lighter than the Hada Labo is. A similar kind of experience though, where you get that wateriness that dives deep into the skin and a little bit of that plumpness that makes your skin feel bouncy and firm. And then that propolis moisture without overwhelming the skin just hugs it all in place really lightly. So kind of an interesting top 10 bestseller, right? There's definitely some I was totally expecting and some surprises as well. I'm curious if you have a favorite toner that did not make the list. Let me know in the comments. I'll let you right now. My favorite that didn't make the list, the Make Prime Essence Toner. You know, I absolutely love that one. If you love the video, it was helpful for you, and you haven't hit subscribe, please, I'd be so honored if you come subscribe, join our community, especially if you want to see some more skincare videos just like this one. I hope you're healthy, happy, and safe wherever you are in the world, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.